Well, I've been speaking to Salman Al-Ansari. He's a political analyst in the US who's founded the Saudi American Public Relation Affairs Committee. He insists we should wait for the outcome of the investigations into Mr. Khashoggi's disappearance.
We can see that there are a lot of speculations and allegations, but the only thing that is missing is some kind of patience for the results of the investigation. Number two, with regard to the Turkish officials and mostly anonymous kind of reporting that came primarily from Reuters, said that Jamal was in the consulate and that he got killed, etc. But there was no one single official statement from the Turkish government that says so. Number three is that when it comes to the whole case, Erdogan himself said that there is some kind of hope for positive outcomes of the whole things. So that contradicts completely what Reuters and all the other international media outlets have said with regards to Jamal Khashoggi being killed in the consulate. And let's just think about it. Which embassy in the world would do such kind of action within its consulate? It doesn't even make sense. All what we have seen is that there was a very orchestrated propaganda media plan to attack Saudi Arabia in this issue.
But a close advisor to President Erdogan has been adamant that Jamal Khashoggi did not, in his words, did not leave the consulate in a normal way. In other words, that he was killed and taken out in a body bag or in some manner. He's widely respected. Why would he say that if he didn't have information?
Okay, the same guy who is actually the vice president of the party of Erdogan, AKP, which has a very negative tone against Saudi Arabia, the same guy said actually something else before that narrative. He said that Jamal Khashoggi was inside the consulate and he was so sure and he told all the reporters about it. And then when the King of Saudi Arabia said, okay, come in and see what's going on, and they brought Reuters inside the consulate and they found nothing, then they changed the narrative. So I don't take this at all. And if we go to the head of the state, who is Erdogan himself, says that there might be some positive outcomes of the whole investigation. So that means it contradicts what the AKP advisor has said. So let's not get into the game of speculations and allegations and just wait for the results of the investigation. And I actually believe that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has nothing to do with such acts. I'm kind of hopeful that he's somewhere hiding here or there.
What do you mean hiding here or there? Why would he be hiding? From what we understand, his Turkish fiancée was waiting outside. He just went in to pick up a few documents the day after his first visit. Why would he go hiding?
It's great you've mentioned the thing about the fiancé, because in the kingdom, the family of Khashoggi and his son all declared a statement saying there's no such thing as a fiancé for their dad. There's no such thing as a relationship with Jamal. It's a very mysterious case right now, and we do not have enough data about the whole thing. And if you go after the case of the fiancé, she orchestrated somehow the whole media kind of campaign. But I believe there is a missing piece in the puzzle that will be declared very soon.
Just to ask you one last question, what about the reports, again from police sources, that a team from Saudi Arabia, 15 people, came to Turkey on a plane and then left shortly after Jamal Khashoggi's disappearance? What would they have been doing in Turkey?
There are more than 500,000 tourists from Saudi Arabia who go to Turkey every year. So Istanbul is a very busy city for Saudi nationals. So having officials coming back and forth to their consulate or to the embassy in Ankara or any other consulate is a very normal thing.
And that was Salman Al-Ansari of the Saudi American Public Relations Affairs Committee.